Is a vending machine your next side hustle? So if you're trying to make a bit of cash on the side but don't really want to reinvent the wheel, then the vending machine business might just be the thing for you. So make sure you stick around. In this video, I'm going to be covering the vending machine business, including things like upfront costs, margins, skills required, long-term considerations, whether it's passive income or not. And at the end, I'm going to be giving you tips for success as well as rating this side hustle. So basically on a scale of 1 to 10, what do I think of this business? Is this something I would consider personally? Cool.
My name is Nobuhle Kumalo and I'm a personal finance creator. Some of the videos I've made include how to buy shares, top 10 affordable cars, how to file your taxes, side hustles, interviews, you name it, I've done it. Note, these videos do not constitute financial advice. My aim is to plant the idea, it's up to you to water it.
If you're interested in side hustles, make sure you hit the subscribe button because I will be covering this and many more over the next few weeks. I'm going to be covering things like Uber, nail and hair salons, vending machines, opening an Instagram boutique, and many more. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss these videos. And who knows, maybe your next business idea is going to come right from this channel. All right, let's get into it. So firstly, upfront costs. If you're getting a vending machine, you can either get it brand new or you can get it refurbished. Refurbished means second hand and a couple of repairs have happened. If you want a brand new vending machine, you can just go to Google and search vending machines for sale, and your Google results will probably show you things from the following sites. Firstly, I got vendingmachineforsale.com, and then number 2, I got topvending.co.za, and number 3 was vendingsolutions.co.za. Unfortunately, on Takealot and Amazon, there was nothing related to vending machines. However, I did see a couple of books, which is not really what I was looking for. Let's get into these different sites. For the first site, vendingmachineforsale.com, they quoted me an amount of 24,000 Rand plus taxes. I assume taxes would be about 4,800, which is 20%. And then they also charged 7,000 Rand for delivery. In total, your vending machine was going to cost 35,800 Rand. I did, however, have some concerns on the site because I realized that there were no reviews, so there was no way for me to confirm that people have actually bought from the site. So I can't trust it, and I don't think you should too. Number 2, topvending.co.za. On the site, there are options to either purchase or rent a vending machine, and they offer various vending machines, which include snacks and drinks, hot beverages, and water coolers. Unfortunately, their site did not quote any prices, so I had to send them an email to get a quote. However, they still have not responded as I was filming, so I'm going to be giving them a call.
Welcome to Top Vending. Press 1 for sales.
So South African laws don't allow me to record someone without their consent, hence I stopped the recording. However, the total cost was 90,000 Rand excluding VAT, and they did offer free delivery for someone who was quoting from Cape Town.
Number 3, vendingsolutions.co.za. They also have an option to buy and rent. However, if you're going to be renting from this company, they do not rent out to individuals, so you would have to become a business incorporated via CIPC. And also they only offer rentals at limited locations such as Gauteng, Vaal Triangle, certain parts of KZN, Mpumalanga, and Western Cape.
Vending Solutions didn't only have new machines, they also had demos and refurbished, basically secondhand. A new machine was 115,000, a demo was 75,000, and a refurbished was 57,000. All of these amounts exclude VAT.
If you've ever used a vending machine, hit the like button. And if you'd like to contribute to this video, let me know when was the last time you used a vending machine. Comment down below and let me know what year it was. I think in my instance, it was 2020. I could be lying. If you're looking for a refurbished vending machine, you're probably going to look on Facebook Market, Facebook groups, as well as Gumtree. These sites had prices that ranged from 8,000 Rand up till 38,000 Rand. However, I did see a couple of posts that were as high as 65,000 Rand. The reason some of these prices were so low is because you're buying from individuals, whereas if you're buying a new vending machine, you're buying from the manufacturer. What I want you guys to note is if you're buying from Facebook Market, there are certain things you need to consider. Firstly, the lower pricing is because it's not new. The vending machine may have issues. 3, the current owners might be trying to get out of the business. 4, the machines might be outdated, meaning they might only accept coins, whereas nowadays vending machines accept coins, notes, as well as cards. Just be very careful when you are buying things on Facebook Markets and Gumtree. There are a lot of scams out there, so the last thing you want is to be paying for something that it does not actually exist. So make sure you see it physically, and if possible, please take a technician with you. That way they can assess the machine and actually tell you if there are any repairs that are required and give you a quote. This will also allow you to be able to actually weigh up the cost, because what might be 8,000 Rand for a vending machine might require 20,000 Rand repairs. So be smart. Overall, the upfront costs of a vending machine are quite high, and also I'm not too happy about the lack of transparency around their prices. I wish these websites would write their prices online instead of requiring us to get a quote, because I feel like what they charge me might not be the same as what they charge you. Alright, let's continue. So let's have a look at margins and revenue. No one goes into business just to help people. We are all trying to make money. So let's see if the numbers actually make sense. When it comes to the vending machine business, you have a lot of flexibility. This is because you can charge whatever you want for the products, or rather the snacks and drinks you have in your machine. However, I just want to remind you that the stuff that you are stocking in those machines are things that people see quite regularly. Therefore, it would be a bit odd if you're charging 50 Rand for a can of Coke, whereas people know they usually buy it for 15 Rand. So just be careful, don't get too greedy with your pricing, because you might end up chasing people away forever. Moving into the actual numbers, I did a bit of research. I got some stats from the United States, and then I also tried to get some stats from South Africa, obviously, and then I'll give you an average. My research showed me that in America, people are averaging $700 per month of revenue. This is about 13,000 Rand. And their profit is approximately $300, which converts to 5,500 Rand. In South Africa, these rates are slightly lower. Per month, a vending machine makes on average 7,500 Rand. And approximately 2,000 to 4,000 Rand profit, which I've just averaged out to 3.2 thousand. So if you look at these numbers, basically you can see that it is quite hard to actually be making a profit in your first year.
However, I do want to make a disclaimer to say that there's not enough information available online with regards to South African vending machines. So it is possible that they may be making a lot more money. We just don't know. So I guess this is what we'll work with for now.
Skills required for a vending machine business. Acquiring the vending machine is actually the easy part, especially if you have the cash. So let's have a look at some skills that you'll need as a vending machine owner. Firstly, the skill of picking the right location. You need to make sure you're choosing a key spot with a lot of foot traffic. This is because if a lot of people are walking past your vending machine, there's a high chance that a proportion of them will actually use it. Great spots are usually hospitals, hotels, gyms, university libraries or labs, airports, and apartment complexes. The second thing you need to do is get permission from a business owner to place your vending machine there. This is where your negotiation or business skills need to kick in. Basically, because you're going to be placing your vending machine on someone else's property, you need to negotiate something with them. Most places will charge you a rental fee. Sometimes it's fixed. Other cases, it's a percentage based on your revenue. This is where your negotiation skills will come in. But just remember that the reason they have to charge you is because you're going to be using their electricity. However, there are instances where some people have been able to place their vending machines without paying any rent. And that's just because the business owner really needed that vending machine, however, didn't want to acquire it themselves. So you're kind of helping them. Next important skill is learning how to price. You need to make sure you're pricing yourself appropriately. So remember, you're going to go buy the stock, that's your cost price. You're going to travel to your vending machine, those are your delivery costs. And then you actually want to make a profit. So you actually have to add a markup. This is a very important skill because sometimes you can outprice yourself, meaning no one will buy your thing because it's too expensive. However, you also don't want to sell at a loss because you're basically donating your time and money. And lastly, on skills required, managing your stock levels. As a vending machine owner, you need to know which stock has depleted so that you can replace soon. Some machines will actually have an indicator, so they'll give you a notification on your phone to say this is low, you need to restock. Other machines require you to go physically, check what stock is missing, go buy the stock, and then come back and refill. But as you get more experience with your vending machine, you'll start to pick up patterns. That way you don't have to do the whole checking, go buy, then come back and refill. You'll already know that certain things run out faster and others will last longer. What I do encourage you to do is to keep track track of all of these things so that you can also actually pick up patterns. Certain seasons require you to replenish the stock faster. So if your vending machine is on campus, you know that June and November are exam season, so a lot of students are studying hard, thus buying more snacks. Whereas if your vending machine is at a hotel, you know July and December are when a lot of people take vacations. That means you have to replenish your stock faster because there's more visitors. Some long-term considerations of the vending machine business. One vending machine is not going to make you rich. You need about 30 plus to consider this an empire, so don't quit your day job yet. And even then, if you've got 10 plus machines, you need to realize that that is more admin for you, so scaling does get difficult. Number two, you may find yourself getting kicked out of your location because suddenly the business owner you are renting from realizes that you're actually making a lot of money and they want it all to themselves. So be prepared to actually be kicked out. However, if you have a contract in place which has strict rules on how they can kick you out, this might help you. However, you might not get renewed in the next period. Number three, Uber Eats, Mr. Delivery, and Checker 60 have all made it super easy and convenient for us to get food and snacks nowadays. So maybe vending machines might not be as lucrative as back then. However, you can still look into the vending machine business because there are so many new designs coming out. I remember when I was in Australia, I saw a cotton candy vending machine. I've also seen a SIM card vending machine. Another one had healthy food, so there were salads. And then also I've seen beauty products that are dispensed via a vending machine. So there's definitely still a lot to come to South Africa. So remember, your vending machine doesn't always have to be snacks and drinks. It could be other things. And then lastly, when I was doing my research on the vending machine business, a lot of people who said they had become super successful or made a lot of money weren't really buying a lot of vending machines, and like they didn't run a lot of them. In fact, a lot of them said they made most of their money when they were selling their route or selling their functioning machine. So this basically means people were buying vending machines, putting them at hotspots, basically making revenue, and then selling that entire business by showing the potential seller that, listen, I've put this vending machine up here, it's made so much in the last 6 months, imagine how much it can make for you. Then they sell it for a slightly bigger amount. And then obviously someone who doesn't really want to do all the research or doesn't want to do the groundwork will just buy that functioning business and take over. This is why it's very important that when you are starting your vending machine business, do keep track of all your sales, your inventory, your profits, and all of that, because you never know, someone might be wanting to buy your business, and if you can show them the records, they can pay you a higher price. Cool. Is this a passive business? Right, so we want passive businesses where you actually don't have to do much work, maybe service it once or twice a month, but the rest isn't really up to you. I would say having 1 or 2 vending machines can be considered passive. However, as soon as you have more than 5, I don't think it's passive because it's so much work, and for each vending machine location there are different things you need to be doing. So I don't necessarily think that it falls purely under the passive income. Alright, let's head into some final tips. Number 1, very important, make sure you secure a location before you buy the vending machine. The last thing you want is to be sitting with this massive thing in your apartment or your garage because the owner didn't allow. So make sure you have that agreement written down before you actually make the purchase. Number 2, make sure you do research on your target audience. So based on the location you're going to put your vending machine. If it's students, you're probably going to stock more junk and more affordable food. Whereas if you're putting it at the gym, you're probably going to be stocking things that are more healthy, like your protein bars and shakes. Number 3, try and get a machine that takes both cash and card, because a lot of people don't actually carry cash. 4, avoid using debt to purchase your vending machine, especially if it's your first one. This is because a lot of things can go wrong and you don't necessarily know that this vending machine business is going to take off. And the last thing you want is to be chased by debt collectors over a business that's making you a loss. Number 5, don't overstock your vending machine the first time. Stock it 3/4 just so you can see how much people are buying. This will also help you avoid having expired goods because you overstocked the first time. Alright, now for my favorite part, let's look at the scoreboard. So on upfront costs and admin, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being affordable, 1 being many barriers / not affordable, I give the vending machine business a 3. Margins charged, in other words profit, I'll give it a 5. Skills required, 10 being none, 1 being a lot of skills required, I give this business a 9. Long-term considerations, I give this business a 6. And then passiveness, 10 being minimal work, 1 being lots of effort, I give this business a 9. Overall, This business scored 32 out of 50, which is 64%. So congratulations, it is a pass. That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Nobuhle Khumalo, and we have been discussing vending machines. Is this something you would go into? Let us know in the comments. I personally am not sure. However, I will be covering other side hustles. So if you're also still not sure, don't worry. Make sure you check out the video that I made on the 10 ways to make extra income, or you can check out this really cool playlist that I've created for you that I think you'll definitely enjoy. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.